just thrown together.
It really feels like TNT was like, "Hey Tony, we got a slot on Saturday. You want it?" And then Tony was like, "Fuck yeah, I want it." Hey, belts. We're done defend all the
Right.
belts. But
How many of
Tony,
my Ring of Honor guys can be on there? I promise it's not the Briscoes, but how many of my other guys can go on
none of them, Tony. They all made commitments. So you're fired.
there? As we're on that subject of AEW, I gotta make a point to bring up Jay Lethal because you guys brought him up in the chat earlier this on from Dynamite. What did Jay Lethal do this week? Then he went heel. I thought I heard,
I mean, he's been heel. He's been
but
heel.
he's been like teetering though. Like
Yeah,
he's like a heel that's being forced to be a heel because of the circumstances he's in. Not that he necessarily wants to be one, right?
yeah. It was kind of like he's not getting the opportunity, so he's kind of going heel. But now he's like leaning all the way into it.
Nice.
And
What did he do?
after Joe won the title from Suzuki, and what was a brutal match to watch.
I heard and saw all over Twitter, man.
Brutal. I'm like,
Those
yo, like,
slaps look crazy.
yeah, like there was no blood involved in that match, but it got to be cringeworthy, like not in a bad way, and about like, oh my god, that
Yeah,
was
you're like, dude,
painful.
like, why are y'all shooting so hard at each other right now? Like, pause, but
Yeah.
y'all don't gotta do that. Like, I mean, y'all can work the match still. Y'all don't gotta be beating the shit out of each other like this. So yeah,
So Joe wins the match with the Muscle Buster. Looks exhausted. You can see his chest starting to welt up. Lethal and Sanjay Dutt had been out there for a while. Shout out to Sanjay Dutt, the original player from the Himalayas.
yeah,
Shout out
man,
to all my old school TNA nerds.
yeah.
Um,
I remember.
they've been out there pretty much the whole match, just kind of chirping from the crowd, and then they say some stuff on the ring apron, and then lights go out,
Mm.
and they go out, and they go out, and they come back, and who's standing there? I don't know. Tony Schiavone knows though.
Uh
It's Sangam Singh. Who the fuck is that, Tony?
oh. Yeah, wrestler Twitter was pissed about
he
that.
raised in our group chat like, "Yo, who is that?" I said, "Whoever Tony Schiavone says it is." I don't know. And they proceeded to explain that he had been at the AEW gym training with Sanjay Dutt. I guess apparently he was the first Indian-born player to get drafted by the NBA or whatever. I don't know. But when you have to use that much time explaining who a guy is,
It's not worth
it's not the
explaining.
right guy.
No, not at
Not the
all.
right guy in that spot.
I think to bring this all full circle, Dub, to what I understand this all happened for was because of the whole them trying to finesse their way into the networks to make sure that they are top player. And just like the WWE, India is a big deal for these companies because of the amount of eyes that they can have on their products.
It's a billion
So
people over there.
yeah, a billion people. It's kind of like they're like kind of stuck in a mode where they haven't been polluted as far as being everybody's not a smart mark over there,
Mm-hmm.
so they can get away with a lot more with that crowd, both products, WWE and AEW, than they will with us because we know everything and we hold these guys accountable for a lot more than they ever will for the foreseeable future. So they're trying to get in those markets heavy, but like to your point, why do that though? Like you could have, to my understanding, that Dynamite was fire last night,
Oh
and
yeah,
you
they just didn't stick
ended,
the landing.
yeah, you ended with this bullshit ending of, oh, he's in India, so we got to put him on TV. Like, come on,
Like, and the funny part was is they executed it perfectly. Joe sold everything like greatly, and Lethal and Sanjay Dutt continued the jumping, but it was just like, who is this guy? There's too much explaining to do.
right?
Why should I care?
If you gotta give a prelude on who this person is on the mic, then he shouldn't be on your television show, shutting down a show that had fire across it from opening to ending. But yeah, Dub. This like you said to your point about Tony, he sees the vision, he understands it, but he just stumbles on the way. He lets those couple I don't care matches happen because he knows at the end of the day where he's gonna end up at some point. He doesn't care how the trip looks at all.
He's your best friend walking down the aisle to get married. He falls, but damn it, he still said "I do" at the end, and he pulled the bad chick. So you're like, all right,
Respect it
you
exactly.
felt getting here, but damn it,
But
we're here.
so, but at some point though, you're like, dude, you gonna make this walk without falling? Like, come on, you've walked it enough. You know when the trips are coming. You know when you're about to have to duck to juke right when you see the left little thing coming. Like, come on, Tony.
The end to this show was definitely a stumble.
Yeah, it was unfortunate hearing about that because for the crowd, I don't have TNT or TBS, so I watch it through the fellas. That's gonna change here soon. Um, but I just AEW. I was watching a lot closer, and now I'm just like NXT has sucked me in. I'm just like NXT, Raw, SmackDown, and
When
out
those
here
lights went out, I got excited. I was like, "Oh man, Tony
as
about to
you
give us
should,
another crazy signing that he's just gonna,
and that's
play up
and,
for a couple of months and then they disappear." And I'm like, who
and
the fuck is this guy?
Tony knew that anytime you cut a light off, just like anytime Jim Cornette always says, if anybody comes out of a box, they're over already. Anybody that comes out when the lights cut off, you imagine that person. Like you said, you're like, who the fuck is this gonna be? Like that he signed some dude in India that nobody heard of. That's probably performance center talent, in all honesty. But
It's exactly what he is.
he's
He's
here.
been training to be a professional wrestler. He's not one yet. I'm like,
Oh wow,
yo,
this is
come
probably
on.
the last time you'll ever see him on Dynamite. He's like,
It was
what's,
rough.
what's what's our guy in WWE, Mansoor?
Mansoor.
He's a new Mansoor.
Hey, Mansoor's undefeated in India, man. He's
They don't have these.
He's the Indian Undertaker.
Say what you want about the WWE, but if they want you to be over, they know how to keep you over there. I'll
Oh
say
yeah, for
that.
sure.
But no. As far as the battle of the belts go, I'm all eyes and ears. I don't know what to expect from that shit, but
All right,
I'm
whatever.
here.
Shut up. No more Battle of the Belts. No more Battle of the Belts. The Lions Den. We're back in the Lions
Oh
Den. Damn it.
yeah, back to the fun
So
land.
it's almost time for us to get
Yeah,
the
I
fuck
like
up out of
yeah,
here.
yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. But man, what a Lions Den this weekend. This week was.
Did
I
you
haven't
see
seen
what
like
that woman was wearing?
yeah, man. I was you saw me,
Oh my god.
folks at home. In our group chat. Someone had I can't remember who posted the picture of the interview segment. All I just said was good
It was
Lord.
me. It
And
was
that's
me.
it should have been me.
It
Uh,
was.
but seeing that shit, I was like, good Lord, I just gotta put my phone down. I can't deal. I can't deal. And then on top of that, Lash Legend coming in.
With the
Man,
barbershop kick. With she channeled the spirit of Andrew Tess Martin, God bless his soul, with the biggest of the big boots, and
man,
said, "Now what?" And I'm
that shit
like,
sound
"Oh,
like it hurt.
are we
She could
getting long-term booking in a female story?" Tony
we
Khan could never.
we exactly, and this isn't even mid card. I would argue this is low to mid.
Oh, this is lower mid for sure.
Yeah, and they're giving them actually a build. Like I smell a takeover match, Dub. You
Oh
think
yeah,
so?
this
See
is
a
blow
blow
off at a
up
takeover
takeover?
for sure.
Now the next takeover would that be in June or are we talking SummerSlam?
They might hold off till SummerSlam weekend.
That's what I
Well,
kind of
no, they might do one in June because SummerSlam is until August.
right. That's what I was saying. That's a long time to let these NXT folks kind of just follow around on their own
No,
show.
you know what they're gonna do. You know what they're gonna do.
Oh, like
Um,
one of those in your house type of
yep,
deals.
Bash at
Okay.
the Beach or
Yep.
Great American Bash, either in
Mm.
June or July. They're gonna make it a big deal. Titles will change hands. We'll have a
Ooh.
cool looking set.
I got a wrench for you, Dub. Guess what? To bring it back full circle to the beginning conversation about Cody. You know how Cody feels about things his daddy created. Do you think we see Cody show his face at NXT at all on any one of these pay per views that his daddy technically owns the copyright to, but WWE owns?
I said that when the rumors came out that they signed Cody. I said if I was them, he would show up at the end of the Dusty Club Classic.
Yeah, you would think. I think as you don't have Cody Rhodes there, you don't have him at least come out and at least introduce the start of the Dusty Classic, men's and women's. Um, but I remember it wasn't Great American Bash. Dusty created War Games. War Games.
Yes.
So I think they would be crazy to not utilize Cody to at least just show his face and announce.
Oh, Cody in a
That.
War Games match.
And he's so
Oh,
over as a face. Like that's just
oh,
speaking
one
what he
one
is.
tear rolled down my eye. Cody in
And
the War Games match. Sign me up.
I don't know if we see him in one, Matt. Not in this run. Maybe next year. Maybe next year after he won the title and destroyed the Bloodline and made everything all as well on the main roster. Maybe he comes back and creates a team. But yeah, like you said, the tear in my eye. Don't know what I'd do if I saw Cody in a group of folks get down on a War Games match.
You want me
That'd
to
be
book it
fucking
out? Want me
amazing.
to book it out real quick?
I would love to hear how you would book this out.
War Games is Survivor Series weekend.
Mm-hmm.
You know, backstage at a SmackDown. Solo's there talking to his cousins.
Oh.
Excuse me, talking to his brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Roman comes up and just says, doing some good stuff down there. I like it. And Solo's like, yeah, you know, make sure you come see this next match I got. You know, it's against, I don't know who they would put to have Cody team up with, LA Knight or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
And LA Knight just he beats Solo. No, he almost beats Solo, and then Roman just like, you know, we take care of family. Boom, hits LA Knight. Usos is stomping him out. NXT Tag Champs come out there like, nah, what you doing? This our place. You get out of here. And then Cody. And then NXT doesn't have a GM right now. But what you do is Wade Barrett stands up. Hold on, gentlemen. Hold on, hold on. That's not how we do things around here. I'm getting word from management that there's only, and I got some bad news for you. There's only one way we can solve this. War Games.
I'm here for it. I'm here
Boom.
for that.
There it is.
Dub, that makes sense. If things happen the way we hope they do, through this calendar year, you would see a blow off of a Survivor Series effect, either on the main roster or NXT of the Samoans versus the Rhodes Dynasty. If it becomes
Boom.
that, I'll be here for that all day and night, especially because you know how they kind of integrate NXT into the main roster stuff with Survivor Series the last couple of years, anyways.
Boom.
It would make sense to keep it the cadence of what they've been kind of going towards. So, yeah, if that happens, sign me up. Send me my American Nightmare shirt, WWE shop, because I'm buying.
All they
I'm here
got to
for it.
do is just let me book the territory.
Telling you, just show up and just go to Orlando, Dub. Just go,
just,
man.
just walk in the front door like, I got some ideas,
Yeah.
guys. I got
Tell
some ideas.
your current job you gotta go on. You using all your vacation time. You like throw like 2 weeks on the calendar. Like, look, I gotta run down to Florida, not vacationing, but I got some business to handle down there. I'll be gone for 2 weeks. Just camp out in front of the performance center, man. Just tell all the wrestlers that's walking in, not the guys that are made in NXT, the guys that are looking for to get on the show. Like, hey, I got a gimmick for you, brother.
I got something for you.
Let me in the door. Let me talk to the powers that be. I promise you, be a star tomorrow. So,
Wouldn't take me long.
oh yeah,
I've seen the guys they sign. I'm like, yeah, I can write something for you.
yeah, absolutely, man. And that's what I saw some dude last name Quinn. I feel like they just keep throwing people out there on
Oh,
NXT.
Zion Quinn.
That's who. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
can write something for him. Oh yeah,
There you, there you
wouldn't
go.
take me too
Zion
long.
Quinn. If you wanna be in the Braun Breaker title picture, holler at A-Dub. He's got your back.
Yeah, man. You want to be mid car? You trying to get some money? What's up? What's up?
Right, right. That we all in this business for the money, I'd imagine.
Exactly.
But
But all right, it's been about 2 hours. I thought we was gonna go to the hard 90, but damn it, good conversation.
yeah, I was about
Good
to say,
conversation.
man. Like I wasn't really concerned once J Mo got kidnapped by Gacy and E Ray wanted to do his wanted to be Hollywood E Ray again. It's cool. Like we'll
We
still be
got it.
here
We
for
held
the
it
people,
down.
man. Anything for the pod, right? So we're here for the
Exactly.
people. I thought it was a pretty good show. I thought we had some good conversation, Dub.
Absolutely.
I liked it. Good times.
We didn't touch on Natty coming down to NXT, but we can touch on that next week.
I'm here for Auntie Natty.
Oh yeah, absolutely,
We'll talk about Auntie next week.
absolutely. But anything